I was expecting a lot from this next match, Anthony, which one was that now?
Which was Kevin Owens versus Ezekiel, Elias' younger brother. Who is really Elias?
Anthony can put my answer on the first 30 seconds of that match.
All right, go on. I wonder if it's the same as mine. Go.
So the match opens. High spot, savage elbow, Manson, and I quote, "You don't kick out the savage elbow, yet this mother effer did."
High knee, vintage savage, high knee to the face, straight to the top rope. We're talking Lawler days. We're talking ICW days when he was absolutely at his top. Climbs to the top rope, gives the elbow, and the guy kicks out.
Yeah, but there's no finishing move anymore in wrestling.
I couldn't believe it. It's sacrilegious.
It is. You tell me that. I'm just trying to think. Is there?
The stunner is the only one no one's kicked out of.
Yeah.
Stunner is the only one.
Well, even the hurt lock, I suppose, to some degree, but you've probably had the odd one, but generally when it's applied, it's applied.
Yeah.
But there's nothing anymore, and they give it like even in the main event, the stomp. I think there was 2.
Yeah, and he kicked out of both.
Yeah, like then there's no finisher anymore. Yeah, there is not. But you weren't on the last podcast that I did, but I had what I thought. Well, I would think it was a great idea because it was mine. But I said to Anthony what I would absolutely love to, and I actually thought it was almost going to happen because after the match when Kevin Owens is going back up the ramp but still facing the ring, and they keep the camera on you, you normally know someone's coming behind you or something. And I thought, shit, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. Yeah. And I was going to just text both of you and say that they've been listening to my ideas, but then nothing happened, of course. But I said to Anthony, one of the things I would love to see, they do the match, finish it however you want to finish it, but at the end, Elias comes out or someone that looks as close enough to Elias. If you've got the beard and the thing, you can sort of hide the face a bit. And then it's, oh, wow, there is 2 of them or whatever. But I think it was a brilliant opportunity missed to do something.
I tell you what, the guy, Ezekiel Elias, the gentleman who's doing that role is a fantastic worker.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
he's like Savage.
Well, he's better than the Elias character.
Yeah. He's more like Savage as a wrestler than I've ever seen.
Yeah. He looks a bit like the Ultimate Warrior, but works like Savage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The speed, he's like a cat.
Yeah, I like him. He's big. Like he's a big guy. He's well chiseled. He can move. I'm actually quite a fan. I thought of the match, given you got 2 bloody good workers, I thought it was a horrible match.
Yeah, at times the only thing I will say about is the Ezekiel character, at times he looked lost in the ring. You get this look on his face and he looked lost. Now on comebacks or selling to the crowd or stuff, he looked lost. He really did. I was sort of looked at his face. I said, "You really don't know what's going on here, do you?" When I was watching, he was searching. I don't think the crowd was into him as much. I did say that to Anthony. I think when we were watching it together, I said, "People are not really into this match."
Yeah, you did say that,
right? The fans were not into the match.
Into the whole thing much. They were at the end of it, but.
Yeah, the end of the week. I thought the opening match they were into.
Yeah.
I think they lost them on match 2 and match 3.
Yes.
Right? Yeah. Nobody was into the match. I thought the match move-wise, that was good, but I think he was looking like, at times, like, well, why in the crowd cheering here? What's going on?
But Owens has to pull him through that. He's going to talk to him.
Yeah, but I think Owens got his money. He's just working now. He's good. He's like,
he's just signed a new contract.
Yeah, there's pay me, boss. I'm happy. Like that.
Oh, okay. Well, see, that's
the old Kevin Steen.
You're on a good wicket.
Yeah, the old Kevin Steen. He's all right.
Yeah. So I gave it 5.5, but
I gave it a 5.
Yeah. I gave it a 5 as well.
Oh, that's probably enough said about that. Well, it's a shame though when you got sort of 2 good
workers.
But it was just I
would say the match before might have killed it. I would say maybe the crowd was murdered on the edge on the match after, so match before. So I think they had problems, and I don't think there's enough there's enough invested in Ezekiel at the moment emotionally with the fans to get behind him. You know?
But that would have been an awesome opportunity for them to pick the crowd back up again.
Yeah, but I don't think people are really invested into him.
No, I suppose, yeah, true. Yeah, I think they sat there and watched it a bit like us and thought,
yeah.
It's just a match.
Yeah, I think they need, if they're going to work, I think I see only upside for the guy. It's a bit like Madcap Moss. I only see upside for these guys.
I want to talk about him when we get to that. I was actually quite impressed.
Young talent coming in, good physique, athletic. You know, they look like guys but they have to get the fans emotionally invested in them, either love or hate. I think it's more. There's not any love or hate. We're just watching them.
Yeah.
And the proof of that is the WrestleMania with Austin doesn't come out for like 20 years. Comes out and blows the roof off the joint. Because people are, that's it. Because people are emotionally invested in it.
Yeah. Well,
so they need to go to.
It's like your football team.
Exactly right.
I can sit there and watch a really good footy game and I don't care who wins. But if my team are playing, I'm just this crazed bloody maniac screaming at the TV.
That's right, because you're emotionally invested.
Oh my word, I am.
Yeah, so that's what they really need to look at. Any promoter needs to make sure that the fans are emotionally invested into their characters as much as possible.
Yeah.
All right, so we go to the next one.